Hi, everybody. Welcome to the studio. Glad to have you here with us today. We have lots of special stuff today, so it's going to be, I think, an interesting and exciting live stream. So again, welcome to the studio. I have changed things up a little bit in here, so I did quite a bit of reorganization, which is always fun. And sometimes when you're going through a little bit of a transition or a rut in the studio, it's a good idea to get in and make some changes. So not necessarily that I did that, but I am going to be working on some new bodies of work this winter and just kind of preparing for the winter. We definitely in the last few weeks have gone through a pretty significant weather transition. So it's cold. So I'm going to start with a reading, and then I'm going to get right into what I have prepared for you guys today, which is a lot. So it's pretty exciting. I have a couple of cool books. This is an oldie but goodie called Think Big. And let me see if I can grab an author for you. It's kind of one of those compilation things. It's Compendium Publishing, compiled by Dan Zadra, Zadra. And then this one is a really cool one that I picked up when I was in Durango, Colorado. What Art Does. And I'll start out with this one. I think it's pretty neat. It's one of those you could just sit down and be inspired by in an evening. And it starts out with art. Let's start with that word. What does it mean? In this book, the word art is used in the broadest sense possible. It includes all the expected things like novels, sculptures, symphonies, albums, paintings, films, ballets, plays, poems, operas. But then let's talk about all these other things. So it's got a whole page full of other things. All kinds of things where somebody does more than is absolutely necessary for the sake of the feeling they get by doing it. We have to, there's two lists, we have to gather food, eat and drink, construct shelter, communicate, maintain our body. We don't have to add sprinkles, design silverware, hang wallpaper, do improv, do bodybuilding. There are things that we have to do to stay alive, like eat food, drink liquid, wear clothes, make money, communicate with each other. And on top of those things, we do thousands of other things that we don't have to do. We embroider our clothes, we decorate our food, we compose poems, we arrange flowers, we mix colors, we play instruments, we invent slang, we adorn our bodies, we curate exhibitions, we sing, we dance, we hum, we drum. None of those things are necessary, but we punctuate our lives with them. We like the feelings that they arouse. And I love that, especially this time of year. This is a time of year that people do get creative in ways that I think are really beautiful and important to us, like decorating our front lawns and getting dressed up for the holiday and rearranging our homes and decorating our homes. And those are all really creative pursuits that we bring. A lot of the things that we do in painting, we bring to them. When we get dressed, we might dress in all black and then a little bit of red and green for the holidays. So we're bringing a hierarchy and to the way we are dressing, and we can do that same thing in our painting. So I think that just having an awareness of how we're doing that in other realms of our lives, that we might think about doing that as well in our painting. It's pretty cool. And then this is one that a book that I've had around for a long time. And this one is creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. If you haven't made any mistakes lately, you must be doing something wrong. That's by Susan Jeffers. Errors are the portals of discovery, James Joyce. Most of my advances were by mistake. You uncover what you uncover when you get rid of what isn't. Buckminster Fuller. An architect's most useful tools are an eraser at the drafting board and a wrecking ball at the site. Frank Lloyd Wright. Most people die of the sort of creeping common sense, of a sort of creeping common sense, and discover when it's too late that the only things one never regrets are one's mistakes. And that's Oscar Wilde. So, pretty cool stuff. I wanted to just chat before I begin today a little bit about my journey as an artist and the role that teaching has played in that. I like to think that I'm a really good teacher. And I like to think that I'm also a teacher that can do, they always say that about, if you can't do, teach. If you can't make it, you teach. I like to think I've kind of threaded the needle a little bit. But teaching has been something I've been doing since I graduated from college. Right after I graduated from college, way back when I think I was 23, I was invited to teach a class at Art Center, the college that I taught at. And then as I transitioned my career from working as an illustrator and began doing fine art, I taught locally, just did a little community center. I taught Pastel. And then as I slowly kind of found my way in the world of fine art and as a landscape painter, I began entering regional juried shows, and I got invited to teach workshops regionally. And then I entered more national shows, and I was in Pastel Journal, and I got invitations to teach more nationally. And so pretty soon I found myself doing a whole bunch of traveling all over the United States and a little bit international teaching. And it was, it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. And teaching has always been such a important part of my life as an artist for so many reasons. I'm just a few. It makes me walk my talk because I can't just be spewing things and then not do them. It makes me verbalize this thing that we do that's so nonverbal, and that act alone, strength, I hope and think it's strengthened my work over time. And it's a way of connecting with other artists, which is such a wonderful thing. And I just, almost all my friends are artists, and I just love being part of an art community. And teaching has really been a portal for that for me over the years. So it's been a really crucial part of teaching. I've always done it. So I bring 40 something plus of years of teaching experience to the online lessons. And in terms of the online lessons, I was thinking about that today. I was thinking how over 10 years ago, and that was, way before the pandemic, I decided, it was kind of at that point where DVDs were the thing that a few artists were doing. And I filmed my own videos, I edited them, I designed the DVD covers, I authored the discs, and I shipped out the DVDs that I sold. I did all of that. So I, really learned on the job. So all of this that we do now, which is a little more complex than that, though in some ways not so much, I know how to do this stuff from the computer end and the whole thing. So it's been really wonderful, and it kind of reminds me that you can teach an old dog new tricks. Because I was 50 something then when I was doing that. Um, so I'm really proud of painting lessons with Marla.com because our little team here, we're really kind of pioneers in this online learning platform. We were doing it kind of ahead of the curve a little bit. And so for now I'm going to get into what I'm going to our announcement today. Black Friday, we're announcing our Black Friday sale today, starting today. Um, we have over 25 standalone workshops, and in addition to the monthly subscription. So it's pretty cool. And so there is a ton there. And we'll just show you a few of the standalone workshops. Color College is a great one for learning in depth. It's a deep dive into color theory, making your marks really just a great one for pastelists that are really wanting to, really dig into, what it is that you're doing with the marks and why, and developing your own style. Then there's flower bouquets in pastel, food in pastel. Those are two of the newer ones. Waves in pastel. We also did 3 watercolor sketching workshops, which are super popular and they're really fun to do. The watercolor sketching, if you want to get something that helps you learn how to do journaling and painting and drawing on the go, it's a great workshop. And then the 2 drawing workshops. So the new drawing workshop is not on sale yet because we just released it. It's brand new, so we can't put that on sale yet. But if you're looking for even more as companions to the new drawing workshop, Drawing Inside Out, there are 2 other drawing workshops to check out. And other media, in addition to the watercolor, we have there's a couple oil painting workshops and acrylic workshops. I'm not showing you everything because I don't want to take the time to show you everything. So there's just a ton there. So everything is on sale for everything site-wide, our whole site is on sale for 3 weeks. There's a coupon for $23 off any order. I think that they're going to drop that in the chat today. And so it's definitely the best savings of the year. Also for new monthly and yearly subscriptions, only for the new ones. So yeah, so if you're not already a subscriber to the monthly, this is the time to do it. And if you after a couple of the other standalone workshops, this is definitely the time to do it. So yeah, and as if that wasn't enough, I'm doing my annual 30% off on my Etsy site right now. So all of my paintings. So if you want to get a workshop and then you want to get a original piece of mine to help you to see it and have it right in your hot little hand as you're working, now's the time to do it. Right now there's a good selection of paintings still. So yeah, so that is it. So that is all super exciting stuff. I'm just over the moon proud and excited about painting lessons with Marla.com, and what we have planned for next year is pretty cool too. New stuff. I'm still at it. Pretty excited about everything and just love it. So that is that. And oh yeah, one other thing, the IAPS. I'm going to be at IAPS this coming next year, and I'm excited about IAP. So I want to, we could play that little short that we have of the, yeah, let's do it.
Hello everyone, today Red Rock Pastel Society of Nevada is celebrating our 2025 member exhibition. First place, Art Supplies by Marla Baguetta.
Welcome to your session wrap on year 7, month 1, when to stop. I'm going to do a couple things on this piece. I think it's a really good example of something that needs less, not more. I don't think it's far. I think it's just a matter of a few marks.
This is different. This is just really loose, a lot of movement, not overstated, and just the right amount of detail. Nicely seen, Marla.
And second place, Tonya Lane, Morton Marsh.
This is called Morton Marsh. So what I thought I would do is show you how we bring a pretty mundane photograph up to another level.
Beautiful piece. Look at that green in the horizon line. That's great. Really spontaneous, but good use of color and design. It's a great little piece.
That was really cool because Tony, my buddy and colleague, he got second place. I beat him out this time. He usually beats me out, but Tony does a monthly lesson for the monthly subscribers, so that's really cool. But so I guess my point was that I've had a really nice year of some recognition, and at IAPS, I'm going to get to go and I get to pick up my eminent pastelist award at the IAPS convention this year, which I'm so, when I found out, I just like, I didn't really realize I had quite enough points, and found out because it's going to be the last convention. They're not, they just don't have the base of people, and they're going to take IAPS in a different direction, and so we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure it'll be positive, but it will be the last big convention, and I will be there teaching, and I will be there getting my eminent pastelist award, which is really, 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 really cool. So I'm super excited about it. So yeah, good stuff. And now I'm gonna do some painting for you guys today. This is a theme that I think people really want to be able to paint, and myself included. I went to Bend, Oregon recently. What? Okay, I went to Bend, Oregon recently, and took just a slew of gorgeous photographs of, I went to Sparks Lake, I went to, I just, a bunch of different beautiful locations. And I was downtown, right in the little Mill District shopping area of Bend. And that's where this, this looks like it's out in some crazy, beautiful, wild, location, but it's not. It's right downtown Bend. And I shot this photograph. I'm going to get a hairband. I took a bunch that are similar to this. So that's what this is what I'm going to paint for you guys today. And I already put some, got a little start on it this morning because I just want to make sure I have enough time. And I had a couple thoughts here. This is pastel matte. This is not the Canson velvet. This is white pastel matte. And I just gave it, I put a little pigment down, and I'm going to change the composition just slightly. I'm going to change the clouds just a little bit too. But I just gave it a little bit of an alcohol wash, which kind of sets that initial layer in and moves the pigment around. Essentially, when you're doing that alcohol wash, you're adding a medium, and you're turning that pure pigment into kind of paint, which is kind of fun. So we get to have those little happy accidents that watercolorists are. We get to move the paint around with the brush. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna go for it, you guys, and see what happens here today. Um, if you have any thoughts, questions, go ahead and chime in. Be happy to talk and paint at the same time. Do you know what? Okay, we had a question. Do I know what IAPS will be doing instead of conventions? No, I don't know yet. I really don't know. I don't. I imagine they did the statement that they made was that they were going to be focusing on education, and I'm sure a lot of that will entail online, some online component, which they should probably talk to me, right? um, I don't know. And I am very hopeful that they will be able to continue to. I'm sure they will continue to do good things. I did. Oh boy. So they sent out an email yesterday that of one of the gentlemen that was involved with IAPS, Joe Baker. He helped them with web work many years ago. He didn't. Someone else took over the web. The most of the web work, but he passed away, and he was a friend of mine, and he was my dance partner at IAP. Every time I went, he and I, we were just buddies. He was married, and so we just kind of liked each other, and we danced together at the things. It made me really sad that he passed away. Okay, I'm thinking about Joe as I'm painting him. I should just paint. I need to concentrate on painting. Okay. Oh, really really sad. All right. Let's get a base of some color in here. Oh, I know what I need. I need some of this and some of this, a little of this. I need a little of this. I'm sure IAPS will do something great. There's so many people that are really talented, energetic people that'll pick up the mantle, I hope. There are a few people that have just been, really carrying it for a lot of years, and people can't do that forever. Richard's just been, Richard and Liz Haywood and all right, I'm just getting a base going in here. I can start setting some of these flowers in, get some sky going. Tony's going to be at IAPS too, so it'll be fun. So if you haven't, I don't know what the registration situation is right at the moment, but I believe it's open for the for students, public. I'm not really sure what the situation is, but if you're on the fence, don't sit on the fence, because it's going to be absolutely crazy full. Don't if you're wanting to go, don't sit on the fence about it. You won't be able to do that. All right, that's looking good. Okay, now thinking about a few things here. Darker green. Yeah, I like that. I don't know which fun thing to do first, whether I should do the fun sky or the fun daisies. Does anybody have any ideas about that? Let's do some fun sky first. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Right? I'm switching it up from the reference a little bit. Oh yeah, it's fun. That does not. It doesn't make me unhappy at all. That idea. I wondered where the gardeners were. They're late today. Oh, funny. I don't think that you guys can hear the gardeners when they're here. I think our noise suppression takes care of it, but to us it's really it's really loud. I know the blower's like crazy loud. Why do you need a blower? I get it. I get why you want a blower, but honestly. Oh God, so those quails were neighbors raising them, right? And they stopped. They haven't done it. I think it's been a couple years now, hasn't it? At least a year, yeah. They might be back. Maybe they'll be back next year. I don't know, they might have just taken, they maybe just took a break. I'm not unhappy that they, and then when I first started hearing them, I'm like, oh, that's so charming. And then pretty soon it's like, oh my God, it's not so charming. It's because it's irregular. They weren't. It wasn't like a. I think when a sound is regular, you can sort of tune it out, but you couldn't tune this out because it wasn't regular enough. The quails. All right, let's get up here and get. into clouds here. I'm going to change the shape up of the clouds a little bit because something about like that. I think that's cool. So in the workshops and the lessons, I show you all the techniques and things that I do to paint and the fundamentals of painting. And beyond the fundamentals of painting, the monthly people really get insights into my studio practice. And the monthly people also have, we have a feature we call Art Speak. So other artists like Don Emerson and Corey Pitkin and Andrew McDermott and Desmond O'Hagan. And of course, Tony does a monthly lesson. And we're getting new people all the time to contribute. So it's really fun. It's really cool. It's super fun for me. I get to talk to all these artists and really, that's a great thing about teaching. You get to all right. I think this is coming along. Coming right along now. Now it's the time for some daisies. And, you know, I am going to go ahead and use some white for these daisies. And get rid of the other white. And the little bit of the underpainting also kind of cut. I wasn't starting on white. This is white. This is a Schmincke pastel, really soft, super white, probably the whitest white out there. And it's super soft. I do love how these daisies are just kind of tucked in. And then they're smaller. They come up. It's so neat. Blue earth. This? No, actually, it's not. It is. I believe that's a unison. I'm liking the blue earth though. Really want this. Should we have a couple up here? It's just fun and cool. They're just so, just the way they're in between everything. And I haven't gotten around to these flowers yet. I haven't really, but I will. There's a couple, these down in here even. Up in here. Oop. Oh, I dropped it. This whole, it survived. Just barely. All right, I think I'm gonna leave that for now. Come back to these. I'm not quite there, but it's starting to get the idea. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's get a couple of these. Couple. Just as a reminder of that I want them. And
Favorite sky color?
oh, question is, do I have a favorite sky aqua color? Not really. I love it all. I love all these in here. They just make me so happy. All right, now I am going to put some lights on these guys. Let's see, is that gonna do it for me? I need to go more. That's a good. No, not really. I just want, when it comes to that, I want it all. Give it all to me, please. Okay, that's a good start for that, I think. Now we need yellow flowers. We got the pink flowers, we got the white flowers. Now it's time for yellow flowers. It's just like such a cornucopia of flowers. this one that's kind of right down here. They're kind of more in the sun and maybe I want this. There's all these that are sitting all in here. There's a lot of color right here. I want to make sure I get the main sort of gesture of these guys. That's what's intriguing to me. These go all the way back up in here. I think it would be good to a little bit more. Maybe a little, have something a little brighter. What do I want to put in there? Yeah. That. And to glow a little bit more. More of these white ones tucked in here. That's starting to get there. Down here, I think it needs a little darker. There's a little more richness down in here. Could really go more with this. time is it? Oh, I'm doing pretty good on time. Get. All right, I'm gonna come in with some white on the edges of those clouds too. That's the paper I've got. And it's okay to leave the paper. Nothing wrong with it, but this is going to be a little bit brighter even. That edge a little bit more. Clean it up a little bit. Bad. Got 4 of those little things up there. All right. I don't want to overdo it. But a little bit brighter area coming down. And just refining. This would be, now I'm just thinking about refining everything. I think it's pretty good in terms of the energy and everything that I had in mind for it. And that kind of gesture of the flowers, that feeling of that bright. It's such a beautiful day. Just it was warm out and really cool. I went there the perfect weekend. It was really perfect. All right, guys. I think that's pretty close. I'll put this one up on the Etsy later today. I think it turned out pretty nice. Put something in here. And with those edges a little bit. Doesn't hurt. Tons of color in there. Just don't be afraid of it. I just built, I really built it up pretty slowly. Now there's a lot on there, but really. Okay. All right. Oh, do we, what? Yeah, let's do it. It probably is perfect. This is, let's see how it looks. I think we've got, oh no, I've just put my finger in it. That wasn't good. All right. It's a little refining. Oh yeah, that's nice. I gotta just come out to the edges a little bit. Be good to go. Yeah, there's just a couple spots. See that? Gotta get it out to the edge. Here too, I think. A little spots. Maybe in the sky. I'm you guys know I'm not that good at doing this. I don't pay enough attention while I'm painting. Getting it out to the frame edge. See how I did. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I like this the movement with the flowers and the angle here. One thing I tried not to do is I felt like this cloud angle and this angle were a little too much, and that this was in the photograph, this and this were equal. So that's one thing that I worked on, that I tried to switch it up a little bit, and I think that works out. I want to put one more flower up here. Yeah. Couple over here. That's fun. Nice. All right, guys, make sure you head to the website and check out the Black Friday sale, because it really is an awesome sale. Super good prices. And of course, if you are already a monthly subscriber, you get your discount. And so some of the workshops are really, really, really reasonable for you guys. And yeah, so check that out. And the Etsy sale, 30% off all the paintings. So you can get a workshop and you can get a painting and look at and have it right in front of you. It might help. I've done that before. So yeah, I hope you have a really, really great weekend. And those of you guys that are monthly subscribers and submitted a painting for critique, I do a critique stream. Oftentimes I do it right after our Friday live stream, and we talk about painting some more. So hope you have a great weekend, and hope you're staying warm wherever you are. I'm trying to, and I will see you guys really soon. All right, bye-bye.